So today was another day of producing on a plane, but I'm not going to show you the producing on the plane part because I didn't actually record me producing on a plane. With how tightly packed in the people around me and the lights were off by the time I started to record, I was going to have to turn on the overhead light just to record it, and it was going to be like really awkward lighting. Anyways, you're just getting kind of a recap video here afterwards after I've made it to my final destination. So I worked on this beat we kind of started a few days ago, kind of expanding out the intro here a little bit. I love the way this sounds. It's got a wonderful, just lush, warm, inoffensive, wonderful sound to it. We added kind of all of these things down here, the most interesting of which is this sound, which is just one of those eDNA presets that I think I fine-tuned it a little bit. I mainly just made it stop moving. I kind of pulled some of the low end out with that high-pass filter there, and then put this really subtle step filter effect over the top of it. If I turn it off, it's just adding a little bit of like shape and kind of like the notes move around a little bit. So pretty simple sound there. And then we built two different little patches here in Alchemy for the sound effects. This note that sweeps up. And that's all it does. And then another note that goes down. This one was a little more complicated. I put an echo on it, and then also use a different type of noise, use straw instead of white noise, just to kind of just mess around with some other things here. I think I put on some convolution reverb on this one as well with kind of a larger space. So, but yeah, this sound, it was fun to mess around with the stuff. This one was probably the lesser of the two projects I worked on today. Meanwhile, on drum and bass side of things, we're starting to make up some actual progress. Most interestingly today, we added kind of a new bass sound as well as actually filling in something here in the build section. Still not nearly enough build going on, but one thing that was really cool to discover, if I play this second intro into this build section, listen to this pad. It gets so interesting. Like this sound by itself is doing so much here. And I understand now why the patch is called Crossing the Universe. This is just this with, this is a completely default patch in Alchemy. I kind of want to go in and pick this apart and kind of like see what all it's actually doing here, because there's definitely a lot of cool things happening there. But that sound, again, then pairing it with like this little riser here towards the end definitely helps actually create this sensation of like we're actually building somewhere. And then this part you've heard before in previous episodes. Nothing new here. But it comes out the other side. We have this one new bass. So that's a cool sound. We're getting a little bit closer to drum and bass into the sound I actually wanted. That's this bass is what you're hearing here. And this is kind of the same patch in two different places, just with a few different things on each one here. I I did make this from scratch. I'm proud of how close we're getting. It still doesn't feel very well gelled. It's kind of like, it still sounds like it's either sitting on top of everything or it is sitting under everything. I don't know how to quite make it fit in the mix at this point, but I've been trying to make this sound for a few different episodes. Over the course of a few different episodes, I've been trying to like get at this sound, and while this is still not perfect, it is closer than we've ever been. So we have a kind of sine to saw wave that I have kind of in the middle of its path here, being FM'd into a whatever this wave was. I just kind of like went through and just found one that sounded good. I have it pitched up 3 octaves, and then we're modulating the formant, and I think we're also modulating the how much it's actually going in there, how much it's actually FMing. And then this is on this filter cutoff, as well as this filter cutoff. And then this one is on the bass there. And then this is what's hitting the majority of those notes to kind of create those steps is on it's just the distortion amount actually.